Hi, a few years ago, I shared with you how to grow your hair using only rice and water as a treatment. Originally, many people were so skeptical because it just sounded too good to be true. However, the thousands of people who are still enjoying the benefits of their hair growing and getting their hair healthy from rice water shows that it really does work. So many people have been asking me to make a new shampoo. So today, I'm going to show you how to make a shampoo using rice water, flaxseed, and aloe. Let's make it happen. Hi, I'm Debbie from Ask Debbie About Hair, and I am a hair loss practitioner and a board certified nutritionist. Now, combining hair loss with nutrition is a science that just makes sense. So let me be more specific. Most hair and scalp problems such as hair loss, hair thinning, dry scalp, oily scalp, excessive dandruff, or an itchy scalp are symptoms of something else going on within your body. When your body is deficient in nutritional minerals, it will give you signs and symptoms such as the ones that I just mentioned. Also, when your body has too much of these same minerals, it can also cause these same problems. For an example, too much calcium in your body can cause dry hair, dry scalp, brittle hair, or dull, lifeless hair. Or too little potassium in your body can cause an itchy scalp. Too little copper can cause hair loss and thinning. Also, when copper is not at the right level, you can be prone to diseases like candida and other infections. So it's very important to know and understand what nutritional imbalances you are suffering from, because the hair problems you may be experiencing could very well be from something that is underlying within your body. And your body is just trying to get your attention to the problem. Now, I'm going to talk about that a little more at the end of the video. But I guess the question is, so why do I want to show you how to make this specific shampoo? Well, I'm always trying to help you understand how important minerals are to your daily health. And creating this shampoo is going to help you to understand the concept of minerals. So this shampoo is adding minerals to your scalp and your follicles. So for all of you who've tried rice water and you received amazing results, the reason why your hair loved it so much or loves it so much is because you're feeding your hair and scalp a chock full of minerals and vitamins. See, after the rice ferments, what happens is it's releasing magnesium, sodium, folate, thiamine, niacin, silica, and a host of B vitamins, which actually includes biotin. And all of this your hair needs to progress. So making a shampoo that contains the rice water, flaxseed, and aloe, it's gonna feed your hair a feast full of amazing things. And so here's why I'm choosing these ingredients. One, flaxseed is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, and omega-3s, it promotes hair growth, it stops hair loss, it nourishes and hydrates the follicles, and it relieves inflammation on the scalp. And aloe is just amazing. It has so many amazing hair growth properties. It contains folic acid, which is actually the main source in your prenatal vitamins. And it contains vitamins A, C, E, B12, a host of amino acids. It contains copper and zinc, and I can go on. Now, all of this deliciousness is what's going to help your scalp and your hair produce wonderful benefits. So I hope you are as excited as I am. Let's go. So here are all of the ingredients that we're going to be using. We're going to be using a Castile soap, which is made from olive oil. I love it because it lathers clean and it looks like a normal soap. It's 100% pure. It's not really thick, but it's wonderful for a DIY shampoo. Then we're going to be using long grain white rice, and I love long grain, not parboiled, not instant. This is the best rice to make a great fermentation of minerals. Then we're going to be using flaxseed. Now, I love the flaxseed because flax seeds are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. It stops hair loss and it nourishes each hair follicle, the shaft, and the scalp. And it is absolutely amazing for hair. We're also going to be using citric acid. Now, citric acid is antimicrobial and it has a low pH. And I use this to bring down the pH from the Castile soap. Then we're going to be using an aloe vera gel or water. It's 100% pure. I chose this time instead of using the plant because it's easier. Aloe vera contains A, C, and E vitamins. It also has folic acid and B12. And we're going to be using a 1/4 cup for practically all of the measurements except the Castile soap. We're going to be using half of a cup. Now we're going to use 1/4 cup of flaxseed. And we're going to be using 1/4 cup of distilled water. I'm going to show you a different method where some people might want to boil their flaxseed. And if you choose to boil it, what you're going to do is you're going to make the water, you're going to boil it. You're going to boil it for about 10 minutes. Now, this is a wonderful way to make a leave-in conditioner. I'm going to show you in a different video what you really can do with this. Now, one of the things about boiling, I just feel that you're going to lose some of the nutrients, but you still will get a great variety of nutrients from it. And basically, you'll boil it for 10 minutes and strain it. And you'll see when you strain it, you'll get a gel-like consistency. And you can use this for so much, but I'll show you in another video what you can do with this. Now, this is our rice that has been fermented for about 12 hours. And then this is our flaxseed that actually was just sitting out. It wasn't boiled, but it will give you that same consistency. So we're just going to pour all of our fermented rice in a jar. And as you see, the water's going to be kind of cloudy, and that's because of all the minerals, magnesium, selenium, and all the wonderful things. And then this is our flaxseed. As you see, it still has a gel-like consistency. Then there's our aloe water that we're using and a 1/2 cup of Castile soap. Now we're going to put in a teaspoon of the citric acid to bring down the pH. You always want your shampoo to have a pH of about 4.4 to 5.5, and that's what the citric acid will do. As you see, we stirred it, and now we have our shampoo. It's just that easy. Now, I use brown bottles because it doesn't oxidize. It allows your product to last longer. So I'll leave a link where you can find these wonderful bottles. And basically, you're just going to pour your mixture in these bottles, and you are absolutely done. The bottles that I use, I love it because I actually have like a squirt top. I even put some peppermint oil in mine. Now, you can use any essential oil of your choice, but peppermint gives it a nice smell. And as you see, when I mix it together, it's going to give us a sudsy film, just like in a regular shampoo. So to make that delicious shampoo is really simple and it's really easy. I made it so easy. There's so many other steps. The longer version or the version that a cosmetic chemist would do is very different from what I'm showing you as a DIY, but the results are very similar. So try this. I know you would love it. Now I'm actually going to show you when I used the same shampoo on a model. She came into our clinic and her hair was really damaged and dry and brittle and lots of other things was going on. So watch what I do and how I transform her hair. So today I am talking with Michelle. Michelle is actually going to be one of my models that she's allowing me to take you on her journey. She came to me because she's having some hair loss problems, and we're going to address some of the hair loss problems. Now, I have some topical products we're going to work with, but some of the things I want everyone to understand is that a topical product alone cannot help an issue when you're having some serious health issues. So we're going to get to know Michelle. So Michelle, tell me what's going on with your hair.
So, I've had dandruff for quite some time, as long as I can remember, actually. One of the things, I went natural in 2015. I've always had very long hair, so it was a journey for me because I didn't do a big chop.
Okay.
I just went natural, you know. I also did a big diet change. I became vegan in 2015 as well. So, in that, I've noticed that I have dandruff all the time. Split ends, it's hard for me to really come up with a regimen that is going to keep my hair from being frizzy. Notice that I have a lot of frizziness, as well as it's hard for me in terms of detangling my hair.
Okay.
That is.
So when you wash your hair, that hair just tangles up. Does it tangle up in a ball?
Yes.
Okay. And so what I want you to know is the things that you just mentioned, that's telling me that you are dealing with some nutritional deficiencies. And the dandruff one, your hair is a live cell, and all of the cells, we have trillions of cells in our body, and every 28 days these cells die and then new cells are reborn, and that's how our body just continues on its cycle. When we're having a lot of dandruff, what that means is that one, your cells are reproducing faster than that 28-day cycle. That's the first thing. But that also means that there is deficiencies in there. So zinc is that mineral. The majority of our zinc is on our skin. And when we are having like lots of dandruff, so for an example, you'll wash your hair and you'll still see dandruff the same day, or you'll see dandruff a day or so later. That is definitely a telltale sign that your body is low in zinc. And usually when the body is low in zinc, the body is low in copper. Now, zinc is the mineral that the majority of our zinc is on our skin. So that means, of course, it would be on our scalp. So when we are deficient in zinc, here's some of the symptoms, and let me know if you ever have any of these. Because when our body becomes deficient, or even if our body has an excess of a mineral, our body tells us. See, hair loss is just a symptom of your body trying to get your attention that something's going on. So every time you see that dandruff, your body is saying, Michelle, I need some zinc. Girl, please, I need some zinc. Okay, so as I'm looking at your hair, what I see is I see a film on your hair. A film that you more or less can't see, but the film is a dull film. And usually when I see this dull film, that tells me that there is a calcium, you have too much calcium in your body. Calcium is that mineral that it stores itself in bones and teeth, and that's, people know calcium for bones and teeth. But what happens is, every time you eat a food that has calcium in it, your body knows to store it in your bones and your teeth. But what happens is, if you're dealing with what we call malabsorption issues, malabsorption means your body is not digesting the nutrients that it's getting, then every time you eat a food with calcium, your body is going to find somewhere else to store it, because the calcium that's being stored in your bones and teeth is not being absorbed. So you have more calcium in your body than you need. So then when it starts to find other places to store itself, one of the places it starts to store itself is in your hair. And then the hair has a dull finish. The scalp, I'm gonna show you, your scalp probably looks very white. All of that is from calcium. And then when we have too much calcium in our body, that's why I asked you, are you having digestive issues? Because I can usually tell from your hair if you're having digestive issues, because the hair will have calcium in it. And normally when the body is not absorbing the calcium, that's a digestive problem. That means there's issues with magnesium, there's issues with calcium. You also have some grays. That grays tell me that you also have a copper deficiency. Now, how do I know that? Copper is the mineral that actually controls the pigment of our hair. And so when we start getting grays and really early, that's a copper deficiency. And I will tell you, I haven't been wrong yet. So you can see her ends really need some help. One of the things she did tell us is that she hates washing her hair because it tangles so much. But hair that tangles is also hair that's needing potassium, zinc, and copper. And that is the reason why some hair tangles in little knots. And of course, if her body needs all of these types of minerals, just shampoo and conditioning is not going to change that. But just so happened the DIY shampoo that I'm going to show you all how to make actually has the zinc and the copper and the selenium and the potassium in it. So we just finished rinsing your hair. Put your hands through your hair and tell me how does it feel?
It's extremely soft. No tangle. This does not feel like my hair.
It doesn't feel like your hair, really?
Not
okay.
at all.
All right, well, good. We're not done. We're still working through, but I've noticed that even now, that, running my hands through it, the hair feels soft. It feels really, really good. You said it doesn't even feel like the same head of hair. Okay. Okay. Well, let's move on to step 2. Okay, so I just finished washing her hair, And I just want you to see how I can run my fingers through her hair. She complained, she said it herself, that she hates to wash her hair because her hair tangles so badly. So just look at how her hair combs through right now from the wash. She said this never happens. She says she has to do her hair in segments because it just never happens. So this is after the shampoo. Okay, so we are done. And this is her hair. As you see, it's full. You gotta come over here to see full. It's full. We trimmed her ends, but it looks good. But what I see on her hair is a calcium buildup. So even though it might look like it has a good shine, it does. I haven't put anything in it, but because she has a film of calcium all throughout her hair, calcium is going to make your hair look dull. Also, when you have too much calcium in your hair, calcium doesn't allow your hair to really hold curls. You can curl that hair all day long. You could set it. It's not going to stay because of that buildup of calcium. So when we washed it, it helped to remove some of it, but we need to more or less detox. She's going to need for me to detox. She's going to need a couple of times of detoxing her scalp so that, because like you see, the scalp is still white. It's very clean. She said that her scalp, every time she shampooed her hair, she would have dandruff right afterward. But as you see, if we look through, there's no dandruff. There's no dandruff. There's no dandruff. Nowhere in her hair. But we just have to work with her hair because of the calcium buildup and because of some of her deficiencies.
So I noticed that it's definitely very, very soft, manageable. Normally when I blow dry my hair out, it'll still be very poofy. When I flat iron it, it's still very, I guess very poofy at the ends of my hair, which I noticed that it's very straight, very bouncy, has a lot of body to it. And the shine is definitely noticeable as well. So I like it. I love it actually.
So you know how I love minerals. Everything I do is about minerals, and I try to share with you that everything that happens in your life is about minerals. Now, if you want to learn more about how you can find out whether you have nutritional deficiencies and what it means to you and what your body is trying to tell you from pain, from headache, from joint pain, from back pain, from all the different things, including hair loss, I want you to click the link in this video, and there you will learn more about a hair mineral analysis and how it can help you stay healthy, help you get your hair back, and help you get the health, the optimal health that you so richly deserve. Let's get growing.